Hey you guys, welcome. It's Yoga with Christy, and today we're doing what I'm calling the hot flash flow. I think the hot flash flow should be a Friday thing. Every Friday we do a hot flash flow. I'm practicing this way because when I'm a little out of sorts, I need a practice that's a little bit more physical. The physicality gets me out of my head and into my body. So in this practice, it's about 35 minutes long. You're going to feel grounded. There's going to be some twists. And at the same time, you'll feel restored. You'll feel reset and ready to take on the rest of your day and the rest of your weekend. So join me. I'm so happy that you're here. Hop into something comfy, roll out your mat, and let's get flowing. Have a great practice. You guys, welcome. I originally wanted to speak with you through this whole thing, but the kids, the dogs, they all barreled through, so I'm doing a voiceover. Let's get right to it. Meet me in Supta Baddha Konasana. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together, lay back on your back. I like to take a couple moments at the beginning of practice to ground myself, to land. So place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and start to cultivate a more intentional style of breathing. So deeper, fuller through the nose. Just notice the energy that you brought with you onto your mat today. And start to think about what you want to create, how you want to feel, what you want to get out of this time that you've carved out for yourself. Feel the way the breath lifts your chest. And then notice also the toning at the base of your pelvic floor when you exhale fully. Finish this last exhale. And on your next breath in, start to reach your fingers overhead. Straighten out the legs, reach them forward. Take a great full good morning stretch. As you breathe out, bring those knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins and really squeeze those thighs against your belly using the strength of your arms. Maybe you rock side to side. And then take a hold of the backs of your legs. We'll start to rock up and down the length of our mat. Inhaling as you go back, exhaling as you come forward. Feel that momentum and maybe that hover on your sits bones. And then pause. On your next rock forward, you'll cross your ankles, tip forward, plant your hands, and come into a tabletop position. Set yourself up with your hands underneath your shoulders. On your inhale, you're going to drop the belly down and draw the gaze up towards the ceiling. So this is cow pose. Feel the shoulders broad. Then exhaling, you'll press everything into the earth to round out your spine. Let your head go, look to your navel. Good, let's do that again. Inhaling forward. Feel your sits bones spread wide. Exhaling, let your tailbone drop down now towards your heels. Okay, perfect. Come to a neutral spine, curl your toes. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take your time here. Keep your knees bent if you need to, finding length through your spine. And only when you can maintain the length in your spine do you straighten out your legs left and right. Get in the habit of setting your eyes right away as soon as you come to a pose. The yogis call this drishti. So set your eyes between your heels. Let it be soft. Let it be unwavering. It helps to bring your attention right into this moment. Just see what you see. It's not like a weird, extra complicated thing. And again, how do you feel here? Inhaling that right leg high to the sky. Bend your right knee and stack your right hip on top of your left. So your right heel reaches down towards your left glute. Make sure you're not collapsing through the left shoulder. Feeling that great big stretch through your right side body. Inhale that knee high. And then exhaling, bringing that knee to your nose. Tiger curl. Can you really contract? Press the ground away. Look forward and step that right foot between your hands. Left knee kisses down to the earth. Pause here. Just take a moment to find length through your spine. Shoulders away from ears. Good. And then exhaling, straightening out the right leg. Maybe curling the toes back towards your face, getting into those hamstrings. They can be stubborn. They can be tough. Be gentle. There's no need to force or push. The opening will come. Inhaling back, forward, bending into the right knee. Curl the back toes so the left knee comes off the mat. Take an easy twist here. reaching your right hand to the sky, following your hand with your gaze. Explore how this feels through the whole length of your spine. Keep that right glute firm. Keep lifting the back knee. Bringing both hands down to the earth and step forward. Beautiful work. When you get there, catch an inhale breath, half lift. Exhale, release. Head hangs heavy. Really good. Okay, press through the feet, half lift again. Grow your spine nice and long. Exhale to release everything down and step back to a high plank. Good. Pause in your high plank. Take a big inhale. As you breathe out, bring your knees to the mat, bring your chest and your chin all the way down. Really good. Untuck the toes, reach your arms behind you, locust pose. On your inhale, I want you to lift your hands, your heart, your knees, your toes. Zip up the inner line of your legs and gaze down the bridge of your nose. Amazing. You're going for length here. How long can you get from crown to heels? Maybe lift a tiny bit higher. You've got this. Well done, you. Just stay here for this last inhale, and then hands by low ribs, press through bent knees. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Good. Again, set your eyes between your heels. Press your hands forward and down to send your hips up and back. Let your heels sink low. And draw the belly in so it's firm. And then when you're ready, inhaling the left leg to the sky, find length. Then you bend that knee, stack and open your hips. Good. Same thing on this side. Make sure the right shoulder this time isn't slumping. You really want to keep it lifted. But keep opening the hip, reaching that left knee as high as you can get it. And then as you breathe out, you'll bring that knee to your nose for the tiger curl. So strong. Well done, you. Press down, look forward, make space, and step that left foot between your hands. Let the right knee come down. Take a moment to find length through the spine. Draw the belly in and up away from the thigh. And then you'll straighten out that left leg, being gentle with yourself. We're just getting going. Just acknowledge yourself for showing up. Acknowledge the feelings that are coming up as you start to move and open. We use the physical body as our vehicle. Noticing the physical sensations first. Start to come forward, bending into your left knee, curl the back toes. Beautiful. We'll go right into that easy twist. Right hand down, left hand to the sky. So from crown to right heel, you get so long. You create physical space as you breathe in and lengthen so that you can twist into that space as you exhale. Feel the physical sensations, feel the body, feel the muscles, feel the changes that are happening. Slowly bring that left hand down. This time, you'll step it all the way back to downward facing dog. Glide your spine forward. High plank pose and pause. Good. Take a full inhale here. You can drop to your knees or keep your toes lifted. We're going to take some chaturangas. Lower down. Press the ground away. Right back up again. So again, you're perfect on your knees, or maybe you curl the toes, lift the knees up. Chaturanga. Press to your high plank. So strong. This time's a little different. Come forward and down, chaturanga. Then upward facing dog. Shine that heart forward and free. Open up your heart. Downward facing dog. Use your core to lift your hips up and back. Excellent work. I really like to focus on the physical cues of the asana so that you can bring your attention to what's happening in your muscles. And what I find is the snowball effect of that is that you start to realize what else you're feeling that maybe isn't as tangible as the muscles in your body. On your next inhale, lift those heels high. Bend your knees. Take a big step to the top of your mat. When you get there, take a half lift. So squeeze the tips of your shoulder blades together around your spine. And then exhale, melt forward and release. Pressing through the feet. We're going to come all the way up to stand. Extended mountain. Look up, reach up, grow tall. Hands come through heart center as you exhale and release them down. Amazing. Here we go again. Extended mountain. You breathe in. Exhale, swan dive it forward over the thighs. Make sure you let your head go at the bottom. And then half lift. Grow your side body as long as you can. Spin the inner thighs back. Hands to the mat. Either jump or step to a high plank and go right into your low push-up. Remember, knees are great here. Upward facing dog, you press the ground away. Downward facing dog, lift those hips up and back. Good. That was the sun A. Again, set your eyes between your heels. I know it sounds repetitive, but it works. Be disciplined about the practice. Set your eyes, let them be soft and loving. And then you'll start to lift those heels as you inhale, bending the knees. And maybe this time you jump to the top of your mat. Maybe you step to the top of your mat. When you get there, there's a half lift where you catch that inhale breath. Really nice. Scoop the belly. Tuck the chin, fold, and release any tension over your legs. This time, we're moving into chair pose. So bend those knees nice and deep. Reach the fingertips forward. If your arms can't quite get up in line with your ears, it's no big deal. You just bring your hands forward towards the front of the room, or maybe even take genie arms where you catch opposite shoulder with opposite hand. There's a lot going on in this pose. There's a lot of energy, perhaps even discomfort. And can you trust that we're not here for long? We're not here forever. So lean into what you're feeling. Give yourself the opportunity to know that you're growing, that you are getting stronger. Just like the seasons, just like this season, perhaps you too are in menopause. It's not going to last. Can you be with the sensations that are happening here without needing to react, without needing to create some sort of label or story around them? Just breathe. Weight is in the heels. Exhale, you did so well. Fold forward, let it all go. Catch that inhale breath. Find space and length through the spine as you lift up halfway. Plant the hands and either jump or step it to a low push-up pose. Press the ground away from you. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. On your next breath in, you'll lift that right leg way up to the sky. Bring the right knee forward. Can you step it between the hands? Warrior one. So you're pivoting that back foot flat and you're reaching both arms up on either side of your ears. Use the exhale to sink a little lower. Feel the strength of your legs, then use your next inhale to reach up, express up. And as you breathe out, you'll move through the vinyasa from high to low plank. Or maybe this time you just hold high plank and meet us in downward facing dog. Just listen to your body. The heat's starting to build. Inhale that left leg high. With control, you'll bring the knee forward and step it lightly between the hands. Warrior one, left side. Reach up. Can you really press down through the four corners of both feet? Press through that right side. Hug the outer left hip in. Take one more great big breath in here. And then exhale, frame that left foot, step it back to a high plank. Remember, you can always drop to your knees or bypass the vinyasa altogether. And this time for your exhale, just bring the knees all the way down to the mat and come into a child's pose, letting the forehead rest down, feeling the heat in your body, noticing the shifts, noticing how you're showing up for yourself today. If there's a lot of dialogue, perhaps there's one thought hijacking you. Notice if there's one thought, if there's something pulling you down or dragging. Can you choose to see this experience differently? Not only accept what's happening, but welcome it. Come forward to table, and then all the way back to your downward facing dog. Let's lift that right leg back up to the sky. Inhale. As you breathe out, bring that knee to your right tricep, and can you touch it? Good. Inhale. Find length and space as you send that leg high, three-legged down dog. Bring the knee across your body, touch the left tricep. And listen, it's different now. You're going to pivot that left foot flat. See if you can drive that right knee into your chest. And then take your left hand to the sky. So you're going to fall in star here. The leg can stay lifted if you've got that in you. Otherwise, you place it onto the floor on the left side of your mat. I want you to really try and lift that pelvis high. Press what's touching the ground down more to create more uplift, more lightness. And can you turn your gaze to your top left hand? Take a breath in. Exhale, plant the hands down and keep that right knee into your chest. You're going to step it forward, this time crescent lunge, so both hips are facing forward. If you need to bring that back left knee down onto the mat, you do that. So you want both hips facing forward, both shoulders facing forward, low ribs down and in. So you're creating great containment through your core. Just hinge forward into your arrowhead this time. Hands by your sides. Really squeeze the tips of your shoulder blades together. Bring your palms together at heart center. Find length on your inhale. We're twisting over that right leg on the exhale. If it's too much for this kind of twist, you just take your left hand to the inside of your right foot, and that's perfect. If you've got the full twist, I really want you to press into your hands. Can you peel that right shoulder back a little bit? Keep that right glute strong. I know this is an intense pose. You are so strong. Just stay here for another breath in. And then exhaling into your warrior two. Well done. So this time you're opening towards the left side of your mat. Your gaze goes over your right middle finger. I really want you to anchor through that back left foot. That's the magic of this pose. Charge through the hands. Eyes are soft. We're not here for long. We're going to reverse this warrior. Take a big inhale. Feel your right side ribs fan open with breath. And then exhaling, you'll come forward into extended side angle. Forearm can come onto your thigh. Left hand up and over your left ear. Or maybe that right hand can come all the way down to the floor. Wherever you are, keep that left foot anchored so that from your left fingertips to your left foot, you are one long line. And then use the back of the right arm on the inside of the right leg to help spin you open. Create the twist. Feel the space you're creating. On your next breath in, come back through warrior two and right into your reverse warrior. Stay for this exhale. And on your next inhale, you're going to reach back so far that you straighten out that right leg. So it starts to straighten out. And then you're going to hinge forward on the exhale into Trikonasana, bringing the right hand either down to your shin or the floor, left hand to the sky. This is a grounding pose. Let the four corners of your feet really connect into the earth. From that place, feel that energy of you pressing down, ricochet right up the inner line of your legs. You're creating a strong, stable foundation so that your upper body can be expressive. Peel the left shoulder back. Let that left hand pull you all the way up to stand, and you're going to pivot so that you're facing the left side of your mat. Bring your feet so that they're kind of on an angle facing the outer corners of your mat, and you're going to come into a nice deep goddess squat. Let's remind ourselves of the goddess that we are. And let that connection remind you of how strong and rooted you are. Slowly lift your spine halfway. Draw in a new fresh breath. Start to walk your fingertips over towards your right foot. Step it to downward facing dog. I am so proud of you. You are doing so well. Inhale. Glide your spine forward into a powerful high plank. Elbows into ribcage, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Sip in new fresh air. Lift those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Okay, here we go. Left leg to the sky. You breathe in. Bring that left knee to your left tricep or maybe all the way up to the shoulder. See if you can touch. Inhale. Find space and freedom. Left knee across. Remember, it's different here. Pause. Pause here. Pivot that right foot flat. The right hand's going to reach up to the sky. Left thigh will tuck in towards your chest as much as possible. You keep it lifted, or perhaps you extend that left foot onto the mat or onto the floor on the right side of your mat. Keep lifting the hips up. Beautiful. Can you stay here for another long inhale? Press down. Stay for this exhale. Last time, fill up your body, new fresh breath. And then plant the hands, drive that left knee into your chest. You got it. Take a moment, plant that foot between the hands, and then you rise up into your crescent lunge. Biceps by your ears. Gaze is forward and soft. The outer left hip is hugging in, strong glutes. Sweep it back, arrowhead. Arms are alongside body. Arms are straight. Long spine from crown to right heel. Draw everything into the center line of your body. Low ribs, shoulder blades, reaching long through the crown. As you breathe out, bring those hands together at your heart center, and then you'll twist over the left side. Again, you can bring that right hand down to the center of your mat. That's perfect. I call that easy twist. This one's a little bit more intense when you see if you can hook the outside of that right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Wherever you are, I want you to keep lifting your heart, lengthening through the spine. Take another big breath in here. And we're just here for this full exhale. Amazing. One more time. Inhaling. Draw the air in through your feet. And then exhale, warrior two. Let your hips be open towards the right side of your mat. Let your gaze go forward over your left middle finger. And this is a great place where the mind starts to get busy when we hold a pose and we're not moving quite so fast. And can you observe what happens when you are challenged? Can you notice where your mind wants to take you? And instead, you just stay. On your next inhale, please reach back into a reverse warrior. Stretch way back with that left hand. Extended side angle. Left forearm to left thigh, or maybe the fingertips reach all the way down to the floor. The right hand reaches over your right ear so that you are one long line from your right fingertips to your right foot. And can you really press down that right foot? I know there's a lot happening on that left side body. Can you balance that effort? Creating a little bit more energy, more charge through the right side of your body. And then the whole time, opening the heart, reverse your warrior. So press up through warrior two, reverse your warrior. Amazing. You'll stay here and reach back so far that the left leg straightens out, and then Trikonasana, come forward, forward, forward. Left fingertips down, right fingertips to the sky. Beautiful. The beautiful part of speaking to the physicality of the practice, talking hands and feet and muscles. It's that your body is easy to notice, but over time what starts to happen is that you feel something deeper. You start to notice things that are deeper than physical. Make a commitment to feel your body. Come all the way up to stand here. Pivot your feet to face the right corners of your mat, the right side of your mat. Excellent. This time you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. If this is too much, you can grab a sock or a sweater or a towel, and you'll just fold forward with the bind, letting your head hang heavy, letting this be a huge release for the spine, for the nervous system. It's really nice to get your head upside down below your heart. How's your breathing? If you've noticed that it's gotten a little short or you haven't noticed it, can you bring your attention back so that you are aware of your breath? Let there be water behind your knees. Release your hands to the floor. Take a halfway lift, long spine and side body. Good. And then just walk your fingertips towards your left foot and then step it forward. Beautiful. Let's take a half lift here. Lengthen out of the pelvis. Exhale, fold forward. Good. You're going to come all the way onto your bum now. Releasing down and all the way onto your back. We're going to go right into a bridge pose. So a little bit of back bending. Let your feet be nice and close to your bum, about hip width apart. And then you'll inhale to lift your pelvis off the floor. There's a lot going on in your legs here. So this is not just brute force. I want you to really contain through the legs, through the glutes, through the quads, to create a nice opening across the front of the pelvis, a nice opening through the front of the chest. Pressing your hands down, maybe you've interlaced them, press them down. And then think about your inner thighs. Spin your inner thighs down towards the ground, towards the inner line of your feet. Can you press down more through the inner line of your feet? You are doing so well. Let there be a little bit of space between your chest and your chin. Can you stay here? I know it's a lot. Stay, breathing generously, deeply, fully, letting that breath just wash over you. You can do this. Take another great big breath in. And then really slowly, one bone at a time, make your way onto your back. Amazing. Let your knees fall side to side. Windshield wiper out your legs. Just take a moment to acknowledge the effort, the commitment that it takes to complete a class like this. Bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself the biggest embrace. And then please reach through the inner line of your knees for the outsides of your feet. We'll take happy baby, keeping your tailbone, the back of your head, and your shoulders on the mat as much as possible, and rock side to side. Go ahead and release that. You'll cross your right ankle over your left knee, pressing that right knee away in space if that feels good. And then reaching through the window for thread the needle. Go ahead and close down your eyes. Let the benefits of this practice start to wash over you. If you find that you're already trying to go through your day, checking off your lists, thinking about your responsibilities, I invite you right back here. It's as easy as that. All of that will be there for you in a few short minutes when this practice concludes. Keep checking in. And if the thoughts are flooding in, you can just allow them to pass right on through. Come back to your breath. Well done. Feel the stillness you feel in your body slowly start to unravel. And we'll take it right to the second side, pressing that left knee away. Reaching through the window, drawing the knees a little closer to your chest. Really acknowledge yourself for showing up for yourself today. That yoga is not just for your body. It's for the mind to help remove all the obstacles that live within us. It reminds us of what's important. And when we keep showing up for ourselves by doing what we love, we achieve better relationships, better clarity, better health. It's such a beautiful snowball effect. Oh my goodness, my dog. I forgot that she was coming. Oh, never a dull moment for the yoga home practice. I hope your pooch is with you too, wherever you are. Okay, slowly finish this long exhale. Start to unravel. Bring your feet mat width apart, soles of your feet on the mat. Cactus out your arms and just let both knees fall to the right side. You can place your right ankle over the top of that left knee, if that helps intensify your spinal twist. And we'll take it to the second side. Please remind yourself that you are an adaptable creature, that when you align your attention in the present moment, you can create shifts, you can make adjustments. You notice more, you learn to trust yourself, and more pathways open up so that we can move through life in alignment with our true self. Make your way back onto your back. One last little bit of effort. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself the biggest squeeze of acknowledgement, of gratitude, of love, appreciation, respect, and then release into your Shavasana. Of course, our minds are always thinking. And the practice is, what are you putting your attention on? You can focus on things that distract you, that take you out. You can focus on things that are not happening right now. Or you can just breathe in and feel. And you can breathe out and connect. Feel what's real. Notice what's happening right now. In your practice today, whatever happened on your mat, please know that it was enough. And there is a level of acceptance and gratitude when we come from that place of enough that leads you to love. When we come from acceptance and flow and energy and connection, notice how it all stems from love. You put that out in the world, that's exactly what you get back. Even when things aren't easy, even when there's difficult situations or conversations, when you come from a place of enough, there's love. Start to bring some gentle awareness back into your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe make your way onto your right side, letting your head rest on your arm like a pillow. Feel the shift. Feel the changes you've created by moving energy. Press yourself into a seated position. Bring your palms to the center of your chest. May you be reminded of your infinite inner light, your vibrant beauty, your worth. Take a deep breath into your body and sigh it out. Lift your thumbs, touch them to your third eye, the center of your forehead. The light in me acknowledges that very same light in you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. See you next time. Bye.